Hey guys, it's Kimberly and today we are reviewing a collection that I could not wait to get my hands on. I feel like it took forever to get to me, but maybe that's just me being impatient. But today we are going to review the Colourpop X Raw Beauty Kristi at First Sight whole collection that they did. I'm so excited. We have almost every product here and I'm very excited to dip my hands into it. So pretty much like always, but I like to give credit where credit is due. Shout out to my boyfriend Liam, who was able to pick this up for me while I was at work. He went on and unfortunately the site kicked him off when he was in the line waiting to check out. They kicked him off, so we got almost everything. We weren't able to get the eyeliners, but we got everything else, so it is what it is. It happens, and I am so grateful for him to just be able to get me anything at all. So super awesome. We have the palette, we have the glosses, and we have the quad of the Super Shock shadows. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So this is what the unicorn looks like for the palette. It is called the At First Sight palette. It is super cute and it has just this really beautiful watercolor forest with mushrooms. It's really pretty. I love the aesthetic of it. And she lives, I want to say in Washington State, and so this is supposed to be all reminiscent of the forest and the life that there is from all the rain and everything in Washington, which I think is a really cool idea. Love it. And the palette retails for $20. So this is what the palette looks like right here. And then you open it on up and the colors are just beautiful. And then on the inside it says Raw Beauty Kristi X Colourpop, and it's a little raised, really cool. You have that beautiful artwork up top. And then you have the palette itself, which is a 12 pan palette, which is really great. And it's very earthy tones and very almost jewel tones, but a little more muted out and earthy. Really beautiful, and I'm so excited to get my hands on it. So let's just do a few swatches and see what we think. Okay, so here are just a few of the colors swatched for you real quick. And before I tell you about these, I wanted to point out, because I forgot, this shade right here in the corner called Let It Rain. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I actually didn't even swatch this shadow just now. And mine came in a little nicked and scratched looking. So yeah, it doesn't look like someone swatched it or touched it. It just kind of looks like it got knocked around. Maybe when the plastic protector sheet went in there, it just kind of nicked it or something. But yeah, it doesn't look like someone swirled their finger in it, but just to note, it doesn't look pristine. So gorgeous swatches here. The first one we have is this matte mustard kind of color, and it is called Chanterelle, which I believe is a mushroom, type of mushroom. And then we have two foiled shades right here. Evergreen, which is this really pretty shift kind of color. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's beautiful. And then next we have a gold color called West Coast. Then we have two matte colors called Amanita and Emerald City, and they are really gorgeous colors, and I am dying to get my hands into this palette. So, but before we go into that, I'm going to show you the other eye items as well, so that we'll see which ones we end up picking. We have the quad of Super Shock shadows, and that costs $28. And this is the packaging of them right here. This is what their Super Shock shadows come in. It is super cute with the same watercolor artwork, and then you can see right through to the shade right there. And there is a mushroom on the lid. It's so cute, and a cutout for the name in the back. Super adorable. And I love how these are this beautiful green color. The compact's adorable. And like I said, it's a quad, so there are 4 of them. And they are in this shade Campfire, which is this beautiful red shade. Mycelium, which is again another fungusy kind of a thing. Like a Moss, which is this green shade, super cute. And Olympic, which is another really pretty shade. So I'm going to swatch all 4 of these on my arm. Before I swatch them, if you've never seen a Super Shock shadow, that's what they look like on the inside. They are a very different texture than anything else. It's almost like a wet kind of feeling texture, and it's like bouncy feeling. So you definitely want to make sure you screw the lids on nice and tight, because they do dry out, and then once they dry out, they're just not the same. So yeah, but they're super interesting formula for an eyeshadow. So let's swatch them. Okay, so there are the swatches right there. They're gorgeous. Obviously at the top we have Campfire, which is this beautiful like burnt orange red kind of coppery color, and they all have like this beautiful like shimmery glittery look through them. Then we have like a Moss, which actually swatches a lot less green looking than it looks, in my opinion, in the pot. It looks a lot more green, but still gorgeous color. Next we have a Mycelium, followed by Olympic, which are really similar looking. They are slightly different. Olympic is a little bit lighter and more like silvery, where I think Mycelium is like almost a little bit more champagne-y, but really, really similar. But they are just gorgeous textured shadows, and they have really, really nice payoff and shine for them. So I love that. Now let's get in, zoom in close, and put some of this stuff on my eyes and see what we think. Okay, so welcome to my face. Let's just get right into it. We are gonna go in with the palette and go in with the shade right here called Old Growth. It is like this beautiful dusty rose kind of color, and we're gonna use that as a transition shade and just put it all in the crease. I think I'm gonna go for more of like the plum tone look, considering that is kind of like my favorite, and lately I've been trying to push myself and go out of the box, and so I feel like I've been using like a lot more green tones and just a lot more different tones in general. So I'm just going to go back to what the heart wants. So that is really a beautiful color right there, and there is a lot of pigment and it blends out great. I do really enjoy the Colourpop formula, and honestly I am enjoying the formula of this one, even with the swatches and just everything, a lot more than I enjoyed the ornate and like collection situation that they did and the Grandeur palette. I am enjoying this even more than that, so it's good. I'm enjoying it. I just said that. Okay, so next I'm going to dip into the shade right next door, which is called Rainier, and I am just going to, again, build that up in the crease, and we are going for something a little deep. It is so pretty. Ooh, I'm like in love with this. I really love the color story of this palette. I think it's gorgeous. So let's see, we're gonna deepen up the outer corner with another one. We're gonna go in with Amanita right there, which is one of the ones that I swatched. It's like that beautiful, like really deep purple berry kind of color. And we're just going to put this all in the outer corner, and we're gonna blend it out. Wow, that is just beautiful. I love that so much. And I think we're gonna go ahead and go in with a Super Shock shadow. For the lid, let's see, which one do we wanna go in with? I think we're gonna go ahead and go in with Mycelium, and I'm just gonna do this on my finger. Personally, I think the Super Shock shadows perform the best on your finger, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put that all over the lid. That is gorgeous. I absolutely love that. And so last but not least, I'm gonna go in with a like little definer brush like this, and I'm gonna go in with the darkest shade we used, Amanita, and I'm going to press that really tight up against my lower lash line. And then with a pencil brush and a little bit of Old Growth, the lightest shade, I'm just gonna blend it out real quick. Okay, I am like seriously obsessed with this look, and I like, oh my god, I love it so much. I'm gonna put on some mascara and maybe a little pair of lashes, and we're gonna be right back to talk about these glosses, but just take that in for a second. What I am in love. So much pigmentation. They're so creamy, go on so smooth, blend amazing. I am like digging it. And the color story speaks to my soul. Okay, enough rambling about that. Let me go do my lashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so the eyes are all done. I put on some lashes. These are D-Star lashes, of course, and they're actually like part of their Halloween collection that they just had this year, and these are in the style Morticia. So cute. I just felt like they went well with this look, and I love it. And now for the gloss. We have 2 shades of gloss right here. This is the unicorn that they come in. Again, same artwork. Super cute, and they are in the shades Wildflower, which is like this like milky pink kind of color, and Glacier, which is like a sparkly white kind of color. And the glosses retail for $9 each, so we can do a little swatch of the 2 of them. I kind of like love the chunky bottle. At first I didn't know how I felt about it, but I love how like thick and chunky the bottles are. Which that's not like a collaboration thing, like that's just a Colourpop thing, but yeah, super cute. So those are the 2 swatches there. You can see this one has a hint of pink, but it's like nothing crazy. And then this one is more of like an icy, shimmery kind of color. They're both super cute. I think I'm gonna go, I feel like I'm gonna go with the pink one because I just want to keep everything pretty monochromatic. Oh, and when you get, I think there might be like really fine shimmer in this, but it's kind of hard to see. And mine keeps getting stuck. That's kind of annoying, but that's all right. Let's put a little bit of this on. Cute. Very comfortable. I don't like the smell of it. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe something like coconutty. I don't know, but I'm not a coconut person. Maybe it's not coconut, but whatever the scent is, I personally don't like it. I feel like it's a smell people would like, because like I said, I don't like coconut, and I feel like that's a smell a lot of people like, but I'm just not a fan. But it's all right. And I love the caps though, that have like the mushrooms all over them and the green color. So cute. And by the way, I already had lipstick on. I'm sure that was obvious, but it is the NARS lipstick in the shade Tolede? T-O-L-E with an apostrophe D-E. So really pretty, just like pinky lipstick underneath, which I feel like also goes perfectly with this pink lip gloss. It feels nice. It feels all right. It's definitely not my favorite gloss formula. It's a little like thick feeling for my personal taste, but the color is really cute and it looks really nice. I just don't love the feeling of it. But yeah, overall I'm very happy. I do want to try the Colourpop eyeliners, even if it's not from this collection, but I've just never tried that formula before at all, so it's something I'm interested in. But I am so happy to have my hands on the entire rest of the collection that I was able to get. I love this palette. Honestly, I feel like it is performing better than any other Colourpop palette that I have. And I have enjoyed the Colourpop palettes, but I feel like this almost kind of blows it out of the water. So there's that. Well, I feel like it's very similar to the Hocus Pocus Colourpop palette. That one was really exceptional as well. So I really like it. And the Super Shock Shadows, I loved the Super Shock Shadows. I haven't had a Super Shock Shadow from Colourpop in so long. I bought a few like 6 years ago maybe, and I still have it because it's gorgeous, but it's definitely dried out. I can't use it. It just is like, I don't know, like sentimental kind of. So I'm very excited to have more Super Shock Shadows in my collection, and all of these are gorgeous shades. So yeah, overall I'm extremely happy. The glosses they're okay, but the palette amazing, the quad amazing. I'm like so happy, and I am also very happy for Raw Beauty Kristi. I know she's wanted this for a very long time, and I actually recently just started watching her, like not that long ago. But I'm like super excited for her whole pregnancy journey and everything that she's doing, and I'm happy that she was able to get this collaboration with Colourpop. I think that that's awesome, and I think that she did a really great job. So yeah, overall I give this collection 2 big thumbs up. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!